Tonight, got to tell you about some awards. Also, I have some TV exclusives, reviews that you'll see only on this show. And yes, I have another free movie to give away. All that and a whole lot more for you as cinematic class is about to begin. Your professor is in. Greetings, salutations, and other sundry affair. I am your cinematic professor and purveyor of truth in movies. And tonight we have to start off with a little bit of a personal note. You know, every year here, BPTV holds its annual awards banquet. And I was very happy to receive this year. This is a really nice plaque. I wanted to show you all this. This marks 600 episodes of Outtakes with Rick's Reel. And David presented me this at this year's award. I appreciate this very much. David does a great job in putting this banquet award together every year. And we always have a lot of fun when that time rolls along. But this I was not expecting, and I'm very happy to receive this. This was a whole lot of fun. I think, if I'm not mistaken, David, we did the 600 episode like January or February of
last December. It was December before that came out.
It was okay. So there you go. So it's been a while. We've had 18 more shows since then, but this is pretty cool. Okay, and I wanted to have the opportunity to show you this. Alrighty, let's get to the movie, shall we? You know, normally I'm not a really big fan of animated films. Whether it's an animated film for kids, or even if it's an animated film for adults, I just don't get into them too much. And I can understand why animated films for adults are beneficial. Certainly, the animators can do a whole lot more in the course of the movie. You know, if you tried to do it on celluloid, the special effects would probably be astronomical. So I understand that portion of it. But I got to tell you that I found one that I think is really good, and it is called The Spine of Night. I really enjoyed this movie from the beginning to the end. It's all about this bloom, this very blue bloom, which has magical powers. And this story has an awful lot of things that most people like in animated films. It's a fantasy, so we have witches, we have demons, we have mercenaries, we have guardians, we have swamp people, and we have the resurrected dead. And they're all presented in a nice way. This story goes over generations. Big cast in this, too. Richard Grant is in this, Lucy Lawless, Patton Oswalt, and local boy Joe Manganiello is in this as well. And they obviously they're the voiceover talent for the characters involved in this. You know, it takes a lot to get me to like an adult animated film, but this one is exceptionally good. I'm going to give it a very strong B+ rating. I think you will like it as well. Here is a look at The Spine of Night.
must not know.
All right, folks, I got to tell you, I'm a little bit late in getting this movie to you. So if you've already spent your hard-earned entertainment dollars watching this, I apologize to you. I should have warned you about this much earlier. There are some movies, basically they should be one and done. Okay, there should not be sequels. There should not be prequels. Are you listening, George Lucas? Okay, there are some movies that way. I'll give you an example. Terminator. Okay, first Terminator came out, great, Fist of Fury Award winner. Everything that came out after that, nonsense. Right? Alien. First Alien that came out, Fist of Fury Award winner. Everything after that, gobbledygook. Oh, Professor, you say, but there was so much action and the special effects were great, and that's all it was. It was action sequences and special effects. It was letting the tech nerds go wild in post. All right? If you listen to the dialogue and the script in the original movies, you'll understand why there could be no sequels. All right? Everything after that is nonsensical. Now, the same thing can be said of The Matrix. The Matrix, again, was a Fist of Fury Award winner. The first one was great. And all of them that came afterwards was just SFX guys playing around, okay? Even the stories didn't make any sense. But this latest one, The Matrix Resurrections, oh my God, folks, this is absolutely horrible. And again, I'll repeat, I'm sorry if I didn't get this to you in time and you actually spent your money on this movie. It is basically just a rehash of the plot that's in the first movie. In fact, they take some of the action sequences of the first Matrix and just redo them once again. The whole thing is just a total waste of time. When I was done watching it, I facepalm, just went like this. The only prayer that we have here is that this is it, and they won't try to do this again. Here's a look at Matrix Resurrections.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if you go chasing rabbits,
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
and you know you're going to fall.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
When logic and proportion have fallen, so be dead. And the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queens are with her head. Remember what the Dharma said. Feed your
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
You know, as bad as that movie was, I could tell you that I have never, ever gone down to the House of Fairuza and had a bad time. That's one place where you can always have a good time. And whether you're going down there just to be coiffed and groomed, or whether you're going down there for some quality guy time, I'm telling you, I've never walked into that place and had a bad time. It's just absolutely fantastic, whether you go down there to the barber shop or you go down to the cigar lounge. The cigar lounge is particularly entertaining, and you should never leave there without a couple of cigars in your pocket. It's located at the corner of South Park Road and Drake Road, right across from the Ruth Fred Market. Stop on down there. Talk to Sam. He'll set you up with everything that you need. It is a fun place every time, guaranteed. You know, we were talking about movies and sequels and what have you, and I got to give kudos to the Kingsmen because they did something a little bit different. Now, you know, there were two Kingsman movies that came out, and they followed kind of the same template. They had very, very over-the-top action mixed in with a whole lot of comedy, and it worked. They decided, instead of continuing with watered-down sequels, that they would do a prequel. Now, I know in the last segment I just blasted Lucas for prequels, but this one they did differently because the movie is 2 hours and 12 minutes long. And it's not until the 1 hour and 44-minute mark that The Kingsman goes to the formula of its two predecessors, okay? Before that, this is a very dark, dour, and foreboding tale of how this whole legendary spy organization came about. You got yourself a great cast in this. Ralph Fiennes is in this. Matthew Good, straight from his Discovery of Witches TV show. Gemma Arterton is in this. Harris Dickinson, Djimon Hounsou is in this, and Rhys Ifans is in this. Okay, now every time I see Rhys Ifans, some people think of the Lizard right away, but that was terrible. I always think of the Kicker and the Replacements because it makes me laugh. Folks, you're not going to recognize Ifans in this movie. He plays Rasputin, Grigory Rasputin. He is phenomenal. Okay, he is great in this movie, and I got to tell you that it delivers, you know, what fans of the Kingsman look for, but it's only in the last half hour. Before that, you have a really very serious, dour drama providing a rather forlorn foundation for a frivolous franchise. Like this one an awful lot. I gave it a solid B. Here's a look at The Kingsman.
My flock. This will not be a war of heroes. Nations will slaughter each other while we get rich. This is going to be fun.
You cannot keep me locked away as the world burns.
The truth is, the world is ruled by corruption and greed.
We must do something.
Certainly. We are the first independent intelligence agency. Refined but brutal. Civilized but merciless.
Welcome to the club.
Very clever.
It's time to pour fuel on the fire of revolution.
Yes, my shepherd. Welcome, Englishman.
Rasputin, your reputation precedes you.
gentlemen. After all, manners maketh man.
Why is it that boys are always so messy?
You know, folks, if you're familiar with the legend of La Llorona, you know this is a pretty good horror tale. They ruined this entire concept with a movie called La Llorona last year. And basically, they took a horror tale and made it into a social justice tale. It sucked. I'm happy to report to you that La Llorona is back in the horror genre where it belongs, and they even put in Danny Trejo. How can you go wrong on this, right? It's called The Legend of La Llorona. You'll like this one.
Everyone in Mexico knows story, but it's no lie. Llorona es real.
Welcome to Mexico, mi amigos. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Bienvenidos.
We just needed to get away for a while. Who's that?
The man who built this house.
Right, Mom. Sleep tight, baby.
Danny!
Hey! La Llorona!
What's a Llorona and what does it want with my son?
Mama!
What? But who?
She's coming. I don't want her to take me.
Hey, I've got another TV exclusive for you. This one is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Folks, I got to tell you, this movie did not receive the good promotional campaign that it should have, simply because, you know, the theaters were closing up again and there was a question about simultaneous release and what have you. But I've got to tell you that this movie is an awful lot of fun, okay? It's a comedy. So I know that upsets a lot of the geeks, a lot of the fanboys of comics who do not want to see their superheroes or even supervillains as funny guys. But and Tom Hardy does a great job in this. The special effects are good. This movie is definitely worth a view. It provides an awful lot of laughs and moves along rather nicely. It's called Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Lady, we should be out there snacking on bad guys. I am a predator. I need to be free.
You have got to get control of your aggression, or you will get hauled off into Area 51. You live in my body. You live by my rules.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it so I can play it again. You are a loser.
Eddie Brock, I want to give you my story. People love serial killers.
Please, why me?
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. I have tasted blood before, and that is not it. All I ever wanted in this world is carnage. crazy, man. Are you a vengeful one?
Oh, shit!
Whoa, where you going?
That is a red one!
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody!
Promise!
I promise!
Oh, yeah!
Betty, you feel like home to me. Like family.
I told you I had another giveaway for you, and I do. This one is really good. It's called Escape from Mogadishu. Now, what happens here is this is about the civil war that breaks out in Somalia, but trapped in the country are a couple of Korean political officers, and it's all about how they try to escape when the Korean government won't help them out, and they're stuck in this civil war. And so it's based on true events, but this thing rocks. As soon as it sets the plot, I mean, the action in this thing is nonstop, and I'm going to give them away. Yeah, you can get your own. Now, let me back up a little bit with this. The last two giveaways we went through Facebook, and Facebook started giving us some grief. It would let some people's requests come through, others it was blocking for some reason. I have no idea. Even when I contacted them, they couldn't give me a good idea. So we're going to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. I have a limited number of these movies to give away, and I will give them away to the first people who contact me, and I'm going to give you my email address. That'll be simple enough. Now we don't have to deal with Facebook at all. So what you want to do is drop me a line at filmcritic3@verizon.net. That's filmcritic3, the number 3, at verizon.net. And the first 20 people who contact me there will receive a free copy of this movie. Now, this is important because I've got to be able to weed out spam. So in the subject line, you will put Escape from Rex Real. I won't make you spell Mogadishu. Okay. So in the subject line, put Escape from Rex Real, and the first 20 responses I get, I'll be glad to forward one of these movies to you. They just keep getting bigger and better. This one, I've watched this already. It's an awful lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy this a lot. Here's a look at the movie.
Allahu Akbar,
드디어 대통령 변상, 대한민국 역사적인 유행 가입 승진.
I, General Aidid of the United Somali Congress, address the embassies of each nation.
우리 고립된 거예요.
우리 이런 상황 서울 본부에서는 아예 모르고 있는 거겠죠?
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I've got to tell you this. There's so much of it going on. I almost hate to talk about the Wuhan virus, the mandates, and all that stuff that's going on. One of the reasons is my viewpoint on all of that nonsense is radically different from most people's. I'm right, but it's radically different from most people's, okay? But it is permeating into the movie business. Let me give you the Golden Globes, who I have been excoriating for decades, And they came into great disgrace last year. They decided to go ahead and put on their award show, and nobody would touch it because of the scandal last year. So what they actually ended up doing was giving the Golden Globes, and they didn't even do a virtual show because they were so afraid of the Omicron virus and everyone was going to die. And they sat around in a room and gave out awards, and nobody watched it. Nobody got to see it. You got a printout afterward. No minds. The Critics' Choice Association, of which yours truly is a charter member, we were going to give out our awards on January 9th. Well, we're past that already, and obviously you haven't seen the award show. It was set up to be monumental. We were going on 2 different channel networks, including the CW. And yeah, once again, they became scared of the little Omicron virus, and they just shut everything down. We have no idea when it's going to be rescheduled for as of this taping. And I mean, people are just getting stupid with this. Not here. Not here. Because on the next show, I will present to you the best of 2021 and the movies that deserve awards. We ain't gonna let no stinking virus stop us. You'll have the best of the year on the next episode of Outtakes with Rex Real. All right, Dave's giving me the signal. We got to get out of here. We're running out of time. But before I leave, I want to tell you about a movie called Eminence. It won't count for 2021. This is actually the first movie in 2022 to earn, yes, the coveted Fist of Fury Award. This is an independent movie, so you probably are not going to hear a whole lot about it, but let me tell you that Eminence is absolutely excellent. Where can you see my review? You can see it on Facebook. You can see it on YouTube channel. You can see it on Gab, you can see it on Parler, and you can see it on MeWe, and soon on Getter. All right, that's it. I have no more time. I have to run. So now that you have learned what you have learned, here endeth your lesson.